So you ready?
Born ready, bro.
Let's fucking hit it.
Chalk it down, man.
Chalk it down. Welcome to Chalk It Down, the new Lift Éire series where Alex and I get into the wild world of lifting videos. We're going to see some epic PRs and some fails that will make your knees shake. If you think you got what it takes to impress us or make us laugh, send us your PRs or fails and we'll see if it makes the cut. Now, let's chalk it down and get into it. That was actually pretty fucking. That was actually pretty decent.
Yes, this is fucking.
That was not that bad.
Off the cuff as well.
That was fucking nice. One and done, baby.
That was nice.
That was not that bad. All right, let's chalk it down.
Chalk it down. All right, we press play.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Oh. The way he's gone.
It was the. Did you see the caption? Bro failed to squat like a bad D.
That is.
I didn't want you to see this before we started this episode.
If I was ever caught in a position like that, I'd never come back to the gym. I've seen this before.
Man.
I got circumcised.
So we'll have to go back to that one because they're pretty short clips, but.
I don't think I could even bend my back like that. Just the way he sprawled out.
Man.
It's like a murder scene.
You've been in that position a few times.
No, never.
Never. Right, so the next one. This one goes pretty fast, but if you just watch, like, your man's obviously after failing like an incline bench or something like that.
He just tried to roll the bar off.
And he tried to roll the bar off himself, even though I think he's got no clips on the bar, so like if I was in that position, I'd just chuck the bar over to the side, but
oof. I even just clenched there after seeing that.
Injured both heads.
Double head injury.
So this is what I got up. This is actually an old one I found in from Andrew Blackwood's TikTok.
Jeez, he's young there.
Yeah. So
that's
this
like
is
2 weight classes ago.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably when he's 93. But this one here, I think this is when he's like getting like really bad, like spotting and loading inside a commercial gym.
Okay, this is gonna be bad. Bro's got that grip on the bar already.
Man, like
I have seen that before, and like there's probably like 240,
yeah, it's heavy. It's heavy. There's more than three plates on it, which is
it's a decent weight.
It's not something even playing around with.
To be able to complete the lift with some
that's what I was gonna say.
Holding the bar the whole way through.
Like you're just you're tipped
impressive.
over. Like it's impressive. It is. Yeah,
it's like a what are they called? Steinberg squats. Joe, when the bar starts on the ground and you lift it up and then you get under it and you have to lift it from an angle and then squat it up.
I have not seen this.
Yeah, I swear to God, Joe.
You give it a go the next day, really?
We should, yeah. Not doing that.
But I find it mad. Do you ever get like that? I suppose you've probably been in those situations because you were training in a commercial gym for a pretty long time before you came into powerlifting.
Yeah.
Do you ever come into any like mad people like that just around you when you're trying to train?
I guess the main thing is like I would have never have had mad spotting stories.
Yeah.
But I guess it's just the things you'd see. Joe, like obviously like people like lifting weights that are either too far heavy for them and maybe like quarter or like half repping and then going ballistic after. And like I'm all for celebrating a great lift, but it's like, bro, you didn't even do a lift. You just unracked the bar.
Yeah.
But I'm here for it. But it's just those kind of like funny things. Or people just with crazy setups.
Yeah.
Like just using bars in ways that like I wouldn't have thought.
Didn't know it was possible.
Like I'd have just put my 2 hands on the bar, but this dude's got it like between his legs. It's like, I don't know how you thought of that.
How'd you even get there? Like,
how did you end up there, Bob?
I've never had those situations. I think the worst I've had is like I've been in a commercial gym. I think I was benching once and I had like a 220s on each side.
Yeah. And
I went away to like fucking chalk my hands or put on my wrist straps or something. I came back and the bar was just empty. I'm like, do you know, lads just fully like, there's no one at this bench and there's weights on it. It's like, it must be finished.
It's free
like,
game.
So literally like it's dogfight out there, man. Yes.
Yeah, because that's one thing I know. Like powerlifters in commercial gyms might get a bad rep if they like camp at a rack.
Yeah.
But then sometimes you actually do have the consequence that if you do go away, someone will just start
100%
and just take it.
100, like we do it for a reason. Do you know what I mean? Like it's not.
Fair, no, we are probably not the fittest creatures in the world. But as well, it's like you've probably gone to the gym, waited 30, 40 minutes for a setup, and then when it's free, you don't want to give it up.
Man, do you remember back in the day? I know for me it was like Monday is obviously still National Chest Day.
Oh,
So it was like whenever I used to go in and try bench, and it's just like 400 young fella broccoli heads inside, all taking over the benches. So it's like the
wish I had a
worst.
broccoli head.
Yeah,
I just have a head.
it's round.
Round and shiny.
Right, so we go on to the next one.
Oh, that's all spoiling. Jesus.
That is.
Man carried him out. Oh, here is our own.
You do you want to walk through? Yeah, go on.
So here is our own Maeve Mannion. This was actually only the other day as she was getting set up for some back-offs. Oh my God, that poor woman. It's actually funny as well because I was benching in the rack beside her and I was doing triples as well. And I'd done one rep of my first back off and I'd heard like the bang, the scream, and then there was like 5 or 6 of us in the gym and then it was just silence. So I had the bar, my own bar, just over myself, wondering what the hell happened. So I just racked it, looked up, and Maeve was in the middle and there was a few people around and no one was saying anything. And I was like, is everything okay? And Maeve was just like trembling, shaking in pain. I was like, okay, I don't think everything's
Sorry, Maeve,
okay.
I'm not laughing at your pain, but that is quite funny.
Yeah, no, I must put a disclaimer. She was fine after. It was
Yeah,
just,
that's why we're laughing.
It was just kind of a shock. She did kind of torque her elbow. But to be fair, she was fine about 20 minutes after. She actually finished her session as well. So we must give a shout out to Maeve for that. But,
Did she continue squatting after this? Yeah. Fair play. Oh, Jesus.
yeah, she actually, it's actually wild. She actually went down to 100 kilos and finished after session.
Tipped away, beast.
So, bad bitch.
What
there.
a bad bee.
Bad bitch.
That's like your man at the start of the video.
God, no, yeah, Jesus, just yeah, like, and there is something to be said, like, Joe, when you do meet, situations like that, to persevere, but it's obviously situational where if you do hurt yourself, know when to call it.
Yeah, there's a line, isn't there? I suppose.
super line.
yeah.
There's a difference between like being in pain and just being uncomfortable. Now, Maeve was arguably like
A bit of both.
crossed
but
that line, but I think she actually switched back to 100 and moved to high bar
class.
just to take the pressure off her.
Yeah.
But yeah,
She was in today benching like no
she
tomorrow.
was actually,
like,
yeah, because we
obviously
just
alright.
gave her a few paracetamol.
Not a few painkillers can't fix
Can't
like
beat the old painkillers.
caffeine and painkillers.
We don't endorse that, but
I do. I do 100%. Caffeine, painkillers, all your pain will go away.
Painkillers.
If you ever end up like these lads in this video, just fucking load up on a gram of caffeine, load of painkillers, and you'll be
And just
flying
send
it. Yeah, literally. What's this stat here? I think it's like 260. If those plates
That's pretty
are
good.
the right colours.
Oh, I've seen
yeah,
this before.
this one's fucking mad, man.
Like some good reps. Like
Nice,
that's,
nice squatting him. Like the squat
Yeah.
is actually sound. It's
That's too sit.
what do you
Yeah, that's
like? But what do you even do? Okay, obviously the boys are gonna picking it up now, but like,
if I was there by myself,
Man.
I wouldn't have a clue what to do.
luckily it's bumpers as well.
Because like in a situation like that, because like I grip the bar out wide as well, I wouldn't even like. I've never had to have done it, but I've never bailed from under a squat.
Yeah.
So like the fact I've never even done it, like I'd just be questioning in my head, can I get?
Yeah, what do I actually? Especially
Can I get away from it?
because I know if that was me, I'm narrow enough that I could probably just roll it off my back. But if you're
Yeah.
out here,
Like I guess
you'd
it depends
still
on
do
your,
it, but it would be a lot more.
Yeah, like I guess it
Uncomfortable.
depends on your stiffness and flexibility. Like I reckon if I wanted to, I could get out of it.
Yeah.
But it's just the fact as well. Like if I have done it, it's been probably like close to 10 years since I've like bailed out of a squat.
We don't fail around here. When's the last time we've actually failed a squat?
Failed a squat. I failed my third on my first comp, and
Was that 7-8 years ago?
well, like I've only done. Like, how many comps have I done? Like fucking 7 or 6, like 7 or 8 comps.
Yeah, you're always fucking
That was
coming and
the October
going.
Open back in 2018.
Fuck,
I failed my third squat. Yeah, and I don't.
haven't failed since.
I've never failed a squat in the gym.
So technically, and I presume you were way weaker back then. So you've never loaded 300 kilo plus on a bar and failed it.
No, God, never.
That's pretty badass.
But as well, like I don't lift that heavy going into a comp. Like I'll leave the heavy lift on the comp day.
In your own opinion, yeah.
opinion, yeah.
Fuck off.
But it's like, But it's
I don't even lift heavy.
It's one of them things because, like, you know, obviously, like, even in the past when we trained together, and like I would say it to you, or I wouldn't even have to say it to you, if like I had a single at 7 and it was like, you know, 300 or whatever. That's a single at 7, even though the weight might be heavy. It's still a 7. Like, so I know I'm going to get it.
Yeah.
Even if I like lose position and make it into a dogfight, I'll still get it. Like, so
Still a 7 as well.
yeah. If I get spots for 6, you know, for RP 6 singles or 7 singles, like, if you want to for a confidence thing, do it. But in my head, I just always got more out of having no one there. So it's like, you just gotta fucking do this. Like,
yeah. That's fair enough, isn't it?
but yeah.
Fuck that. Next, Randell.
Yeah, so we actually have. So those were some fails. Now I think we have more fails coming. but
I
there's
didn't know
also
we were
some
sending in
actual-
a good list, so
I said I'd do
I
like
just
a
sent in a lot of
50-50.
fails. So apologies.
Yeah, here's Rondell Hunt with a 405 double, cluster double.
Insane.
Like, to think that there's like natty lifters out there, conventional, pulling 400 plus kilos.
Emphasis on the conventional there as
Like,
well.
so I have to give my homies a shout out, you know. Us.
Because if they were doing it
conventional
sumo, it wouldn't be
I
impressive.
wouldn't give it as like, listen, I would give it hype, but I just think it's for like a bigger, taller guy.
I agree.
It's just so much stressful.
No, but like even for me, like if I see somebody lifting something and then I see them pull conventional, I'm like, oh shit! Like, even for me, I'm like, fuck, he's pulling conventional.
That dude's strong.
Like, man, it's crazy. 405 for a double.
Yeah.
What's the world records in the 120s? Oh, it's like gone up now, isn't it?
Is it like 408 or 409?
It's not far off that.
It's not far off
That's
that.
all I know. Yeah.
Because I know there's obviously a few people gunning for the like overall world record, and it's what, like, is it 411?
411. Yeah.
411. So like, to be taking 6
You
kilos
should know.
less than that for a double. Oh,
Yeah, you know. He's like, oh, I think it's 411.
Yeah, I know
He's
exactly
like,
what it is.
if you go into Jack's house, it's just
It's written on the
411
walls
wrote on every wall.
There's
Yeah.
just like post-it notes on every surface. 411, 411.
I think it might be 411. I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure. I know for a fact.
Yeah. But still,
But yeah, the fact he's taking 6 kilos less.
Yeah,
For a
2.
fucking double, like, Jesus.
Insane.
Pretty
Insane.
strong. Now
Scott
we actually
Dean.
have one of our own lifters, and this is a point as well. We want to do it with the series. Is we want to promote lifting nationally and internationally.
Mm-hmm.
So, like we said at the beginning, like, if you've got fails or if you've got PRs, send them on. We want to promote as much Irish lifting as we can.
Mm-hmm.
And with no further ado, we have Scott Dean here. He's in the prep for the abs comp. Scott Dean's, like, I know at nationals, like, he squatted 295.
Open national champion. You won Open Nationals.
champion.
Yeah.
Shout out to that. He had a great day there. He managed to pull together a great package.
Mm-hmm.
And Open Nationals wasn't that long ago, and like, he seems like to be transitioning to wraps like pretty well, because like, he squatted 295 at Open Nats, and this is 310 kilos.
Nice.
Like, that moved really well.
It looked like second attempt. Do you know what I mean? Like, genuinely.
Like, you could say that's a hard opener.
Yeah,
Or like,
yeah.
Or like I've seen people.
I've seen harder openers. I've seen
people-
I've hit harder openers fucking 2 months ago.
Yeah, 100%. And like, to think as well that comp is, we'll say 15, 16 weeks out. That if he's able to replicate a similar peak to Open Nats and puts together a good day, like, Jesus,
Insane.
He'll squat
And,
like over 6 threads.
Absolutely. But sure, I'd say he could have done it there that day.
Yeah, to
and
be
like,
fair.
he's got another, essentially 14 weeks of practicing wraps.
Yeah, true.
So that's going to be huge as well.
I'd say mainly as well, it's just a skill acquisition thing, because like, he's obviously 15 kilos over anything he's ever had on his back, so he's probably like, strong enough or thereabouts to do it, but it's just like that physicality of having like that much weight.
Yeah,
on your back,
man.
like.
Yeah, because I think it's funny because it's a conversation kind of I was having with Benson earlier today. Because he was saying like, something for but even for, like, with like myself, like, I was doing block pulls last week compared to like my pivot week, but it's so funny, like, because you're like, oh, it's like, it's like I'm using like essentially like equipment to help me support me while I'm lifting these weights.
Yeah.
I am fucked from last week. I'm still fucked.
I haven't heard the end of it.
Yeah.
He's been going on about this all day.
Yeah.
He's almost as bad as Ian is like.
Almost.
Hey, oh, you'll hear
Almost, yeah. If you didn't know, lads, Ian hasn't been eating the last few
Oh
days.
my god, yeah. Just don't come
Hear
to the
all about
gym
it next week.
until next Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah,
After he has the smoked salmon and eggs. But I was saying that, I was like, even though it's like, you know, it's not like full range of motion or like you have like support with these, like you're still lifting this
Oh,
weight.
100%.
You know what I mean? I've squatted in wraps as well, and like the same thing where you hit like 15, 20 kilo PB and it moves really well. But you're like, oh shit, no, that feels heavy walking it out.
Yeah.
Like it's still that weight on your back. You know what I mean?
100%, like it feels heavy, like just because like the sheer weight on your back is so massive, like, and Joe, like obviously, like he'd have peaked for open nats, and Joe would have taken a bit of a lull after, but like he seems to be running strong, running hot, like so quickly already. So listen, I'd be really looking forward to see what he actually.
I'm very excited to see him on a
and
on an abs
it's
platform.
great to see some Joe Irish PF lifters crossing over and
branching out.
Listen, hopefully he makes a big splash.
Yeah.
It'll be really cool to see.
Yeah, I think so. Sick. Oh, this is me.
Oh, look who it is!
I found this last minute. This is me fucking a few years ago. That was a good session. I can't remember. I can't even remember what happened there. Like it was like John. I threw it back in.
When was that, you reckon?
Oh, like 3-4 years ago.
I wish COVID, before or after COVID?
I think it was actually during COVID.
Okay.
Because that was when the gym was like,
So, yeah, 2021
all
maybe?
painted and stuff. Yeah. I wish it was closer because it looks like, well, it just shows how little I've put on my bench in such a long frame of time. I wish you could say that was last week, but that was like 125 for a single.
Yeah, sure, listen.
It is what it is.
I'm struggling here to make a good point. Ashley,
Next video.
Yeah, moving on. Yeah, I got this one, man.
So
I
you
have seen this before, but it's like, what are you doing? Like, I love the way as well. Like, he's jumping so much that he's moved.
Yeah,
out.
Do half a marathon to get back into the rack.
Like, I don't even really know what to say about that. I just thought it was funny.
Nah,
The dude is just
class.
oscillating. He's vibrating in the gym, and I'd love to see someone do something like that in the gym. And I hope they wouldn't take offense, but I'd almost go up to them and be like, "Would you mind if I ask, like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Could you tell me what's going on here?"
But I've been in that situation in commercial gyms, and you're just like, I've been there. I'm like, I just don't want to be that guy. Be like, you know, do you want some advice there, pal?
Yeah, because like I definitely don't want to come across. Well, like I am a bit of an asshole, but I don't want to come across like one. So I'm not going to give.
You don't want people to know the true you that early.
I want to wait till they're like really in, and then take off the mask. But I wouldn't be that guy to just like go up to someone, like unless they were going to hurt themselves. I maybe would like step in, but like if someone was just doing whatever, I'd leave them off.
Yeah.
But sometimes you'd like to just almost like take them under your wing.
I'd love to just be like, man, just stop.
Whatever you do, forget about it.
Just take up running or something there for yourself.
This ain't
Just
for you.
stop. This ain't it, bro.
This is Kelly Bratton.
Yeah.
I remember when this happened. This is
2017.
2017
Texas
Worlds.
clean. Yeah.
There was a whole debacle.
There
I
was.
remember of the spotting and loading setup. Like, it was a disgrace. Like,
Yeah, man. Because this is when I just started powerlifting just before this. So this is like technically the first ever Worlds I actually watched. You know what I mean? Like live. And I remember seeing this being like, fuck it.
Yeah, because I remember when I got into powerlifting, like this had just happened.
Yeah.
And I remember watching it and going, are all spotters going to be like this?
Yeah.
Because if
These
that's the
boys
case,
at Worlds. Like, I'm not signed up to an Irish camp at all.
Yeah. And I remember for some of the lifts, they had like one or two like 16-year-olds.
Class.
Like spotting 350,
I think it actually
400 kilo spots.
This young fella over here, you'll see him there in a minute. But I remember that people like for like the whole comment section blowing up, be like, why is this skinny lad spotting 400 kilos?
Yeah,
like,
and he was on one of the ends by himself.
Literally, like it's.
So we'll just play the video and have a look. Like the bar should be off his his back by now.
Like,
and the fact that they
just
even
kept
lift the bar
throwing
off
it
him.
in. Oh man,
No, he's probably a little bit dramatic with the dismount.
It gets worse every time you see it, though. But think about it, though. Like, what does it like? Think about his arm getting crushed in between that as well. I'd probably be going mad as well. But it is quite funny.
It is kind of funny,
especially because he got popped as well. Fuck that guy, man.
He actually did
I don't care. Yeah.
But as well, like he's just so big, so stiff. Like he can't get he can't get away from
that is the most amount of movement he's ever done in his whole life.
100%.
Like he's never been that mobile ever.
Just because he got him tucked down. But I do remember like that whole year, like there was a wide variety of lots of like bad squatting fails.
Oh yeah.
But I guess just Kenny Bratton's just looked the worst because there was obviously so much weight, and I guess the way he failed as well.
Yeah, he's so big as well. It just gets in the way, doesn't
so
it?
big and kind of so funny. Yeah, if something like that happened in the gym, I don't know if I would. I think I'd be big enough to just get over it, but it's like them things where, Joe, when you see videos of like a guy walking past the treadmills and there's like some girls on it and then they fall.
Yeah.
Then they just go into a set of push-ups.
Yeah, play it off.
Just get up off the ground and walk away. Like, stop staying there.
Yeah.
Everyone knows you're not doing push-ups in the middle of a walkway. Just leave, vacate the premise. If something like that happened, obviously you'd leave, but I wouldn't take that too badly.
Yeah.
But here as well we have Dave Richardson.
Dave.
This was only the other day.
Yeah. Actually, only seen this today.
Yeah,
So that's
400 on deadlifts for a set of 5.
Handy as well.
Super handy.
Ridiculous,
Like the last rep is the only rep in the whole set that it looks like he meets.
But even like when he
struggle.
locks out, he's so fast. Like the whip in that bar when he
Yeah.
pulls through in that lockout.
Like there's the
that
last
wasn't
rep.
even that hard.
And yeah, he just looked a little heavy.
3 reds, 3 on the floor. Didn't count.
Fail. Try again. Like the fact he's lifting, like I guess it's so hard to scale like when you get that heavy, but for someone repping weight like that, I mean, like is the idea of like deadlifting 1,000 pounds, like it doesn't really seem like it's that far away. I would imagine.
So what is
1,000 pounds is what, it's 455.
Oh wow.
1,003.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's essentially
He's did 435
off.
before already, so like literally 20 kilos off. Or he
Yeah.
did more than 435. It was 430 something anyway.
What was?
That he did the best deadlift in comp.
Yeah.
So like 20
And,
kilos.
Like the fact as well,
Give
like
or
he's
take.
gotten so strong recently over the last period of time, over like the last, we'll say 2 years. And he's just consistently like still growing. And he's competing pretty regularly.
It's so strange to see somebody at such a fucking high level to almost make progress as a newbie would.
I know.
It's mental. Like, it's insane. I remember, like, I only ever knew Dave was the first time he came over for powerlifting
same.
series. And you know, he was always decent. He was always a really good lifter. But then he just, like, kept getting better and better. And usually you see these people kind of hit a wall eventually. But, like, he's just...
No, he just seems to be just progressively just tipping away.
There doesn't
all
seem
of
to
the
be
time.
a ceiling for Dave, like, which is...
Yeah, which is kind of, well, it's cool in one way, scary in
terrifying.
another. But sure, I guess we'll just see in time to come. But if he does get close to that 1,000 pounds, like that would just be...
It'd be so
crazy.
And it could very well be done in home turf as well. Well, our home turf anyway.
It could,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? Like, there's a big chance.
It
So.
could, yeah, because I mean, obviously, there's, you know, we won't get into all of the abs.
Yeah,
comps
of
right
course.
But obviously, like there are a good few comps coming up this year, and even with something like the Abs Pro, like up in Dublin, if he was able to pull something like that, I mean, Jesus,
He's sick.
Here's just some bro thugging it out in a commercial gym. I don't even know really what this is like, but he's just
Oh my God, what the fuck?
he's moving some weight. Those are just some like knee bends.
What?
Like if I saw that, like I wouldn't even really. I don't even know what I'd say to him. I wouldn't say anything.
I wouldn't.
But-
I would do the same thing as the other fella's doing. I'd take a video, send it to the boys. I'd be like, lads, watch
Look at
this.
this. I've seen this before. I know this video kind of done the rounds a short while ago. I'll
I've
just
seen
play
this.
it, but it's so funny. So there's this dude. He just like fails a bench. It happens.
Oh.
He's screaming for a spotter. His spotter just starts slapping him, putting ammonia in his face. Just tell him to get it. He's like he can't lift it.
I thought it was
He's
going to be one of
just
those ones where
slapping
it's like, you know, he gives him the ammonia and he like gets it, but he's like,
Yeah, no. Look at him slapping his belly.
if I ever see you fail a bench, you're getting.
Oh man, I'm putting it on blast right now. If anyone in this gym does fail a bench and I'm in the building, I will do something like that.
You're getting whooped.
Yeah, you are getting it.
Cheer that, Jamie.
Jamie Fitz, yeah, you're on. Here's Jesus as well with a 909 pound 412 deadlift.
Is this the
So
one? No.
this is over the world record.
Yeah.
Like fucking butter.
Crazy.
like I don't even really know what to say. Like there actually isn't an awful lot to take away
There
from
isn't.
that. Just besides, it's really good. And
It's so
really
impressive,
fucking
man.
heavy.
It's so impressive, and it's so cool as well because it's like, obviously he's a total specialist, you know. Like at the end of the day,
Yeah.
he's the biggest total ever. But
Yeah.
it's so like you wouldn't put him as a deadlifter, and like that's
really,
literally
yeah.
above the world record. And he just smoked it. Like it's
Well, that's true. Like for a guy who squats over 470 kilos.
yeah, man.
And I know obviously with super heavies, like with their sheer size and their weight, and I know he's obviously doing a bit of a recomp. Like he's trying to drop a few pounds, and I
Yeah.
guess maybe that's what's lending itself to just getting like better deadlift leverages.
Yeah.
But like still to be cutting like and pulling weight like that. Now, granted, it might be just on a deadlift day, but still, like I mean, he's a really strong dude. And
Doesn't even
pulling
matter.
weights
You know what I mean? Like it's doesn't matter what day of the week it was or what he had done before or after. It's like
Bros out here pulling 400 plus kilos like with ease.
insane.
So,
Insane.
yeah, it's actually insane.
It's freaky, man. Oh, you can give the backstory for this.
Yeah, so this happened like 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
So Ian, the holy coach, he's prepping for a strongman comp. We recently got a deadlift. He's just doing the cross symbol over there. He got a deadlift, car deadlift frame. So we've used it a few times, but we wanted a lighter car today. So we got Kerry's Polo.
I deadlifted that one. That's the pure heavy car, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, no,
that was
sorry,
the one
sorry,
that's heavier
sorry.
than all the other
Sorry,
cars.
this car is mad.
Yeah, you get the heaviest car we can find.
Yeah. And then we actually put some weights in it too. But we just wanted something kind of lighter. And we backed the car up onto it. And then we just got ready. And while the lads were getting their belts, I just decided, I'd just see how heavy it was. And this happened then. So I lifted up. It's that's what because there was one of the lads was actually with me when I pulled it, and as I pulled the deadlift frame up, I said to him, "Man, this is after getting fair light."
I'm so strong.
I was like, "Man, this got really light really quickly." And then he just started screaming, and I put the deadlift frame down, and I looked behind me, and the car was just rolling over the road. Like, thankfully, there was no cars coming, and there was nothing really around, so the car just like rolled into the road, and I was able to stop it. But when I saw that car,
Man, I'd say your heart
leave the frame and go down the
dropped,
driveway,
like.
I was just like, "Oh man, I'm gonna have to go inside and tell Carrie her car." Like,
Yeah.
but thankfully, that didn't happen. That's not too bad.
Is the part there where you actually stop it?
I don't know. Yeah, so pull, car, loose, leg it. See that? Athletics.
First of all, I've never seen you run that fast in my whole life.
Sham, I got tickers, man. I can move.
And then I was saying it to the lads, I was like, the actual thing that I found most impressive is the fact that you sprinted all the way and you just stopped the car with your bare hands. You just were like,
Well, as I was running to the car, I thought, I'll just jump in and rip the handbrake. But then I thought, no, the doors are probably locked for some reason. So then I was just like, I have to get in front of this. I have to stop it. And I didn't know how that was going to go, but the car was going pretty slow. So
Fight
I
or
thought,
flight.
oh, no, it'll be fine. And it was just kind of in like an open space. So it wasn't that hard. But like there for a minute, man, my heart dropped. I thought, God, Carrie's gonna go home without a car. Like I'm gonna have to like drop her home. Tell her father, I deadlifted her car, and then it just went into traffic and it's gone. I'm sorry. Like, oh my God. And that's it for this episode of Chalk It Down. I've been Jack.
and I've been Alex.
Thank you very much for watching the video, and we'll see you again next week.
Yeah, just be sure to. Oh, fuck. Okay, let me try that again. Fuck. I was like, how do I
Keep that
start
in.
this? Yeah, you can. Make sure you put in all the parts so we fuck up.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, be sure to send us your fails and your wins for next week. We will be making this like a proper series moving forward. So the more videos you send us, the better. Tag us on Instagram, tag us on TikTok, send us videos, DM us personally, whatever way you want to get the videos across, just get them over to us and we'll have them up next week and we'll go through it.
Perfect. Chacha.
Boom. Chalk it down.
Bosh.
Chalk it down.
What? Get some.
Get out of here. How was that?
That was class.
That was actually pretty good.
Class.